Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at track priority. Now, track priority is something that's really simple to use, and is very helpful in terms of keeping your trains out of the sidings when you don't necessarily want them to go in the sidings. So for example, we're here in Hornetsville. I've set up a little test on the other side of the siding, which is just another basic industry. It's more off to our left, which would be more on the siding side. So let's take a look and see what the default Trainz AI will do in this case to get this industry. So in this case, it's going to take the main, right? But let's see what happens if I throw down a track priority marker in the direction to keep it from going on to the main, and instead have it use the siding. So in this case, we will set this to track priority 1. We'll set down another for the opposite direction. If you go up into the sky, you'll be able to see, well, both tracks are white, excuse me. Because normally I have this one set to priority 1, but let's go ahead and set this one back to priority 2. There we go. And now, let's see what happens if I tell this train to go to the same exact place that it was wanting to take the main. Let's see if we can make him take the siding. Ah, let's see. He switched the track, and now he's taking the siding. But in all reality, I don't want him to take the siding. The track priorities, really, that's pretty much it to them, but you can use them in different cases as well. So if you want trains to take areas that you don't want Amtrak to take, for instance, then you can tell Amtrak to be your #1 priority. Set the track that you want Amtrak to go on and no freight trains to go on to priority 1, and then vice versa for freight trains and coal trains or whatever you want, whatever you're running. But in this case, I want to set this back. So we'll delete all of that. Set this side back to priority 2. That way it's blue, because I want my AI to actually take the main line and not the siding. If we take this one back to priority 1, put this back on both sides. And that tells that track that tells all my AI that this piece of track is priority 1. And it only works from junction to junction. So in this case, at the other end of the siding, just to make sure that trains don't get in this route, or get into the siding that I don't want in the siding, I also set a couple of priority markers on the opposite end as well, just to make sure that every inch is covered. And so in this case, this whole siding, save for except the Y, which doesn't matter, as long as everything that's touching your main exits, your main entry points for freight trains, or whatever, or however, doesn't get blocked off or accessed off anyway. But in this case, let's take a look. Let me back up our C48 real quick. Now, let's tell him to go to that same exact place. A test me. See? It's working. Working just fine. But now, let's see if he, we now have this blocked off, right? Don't worry. This still doesn't kill your sidings off. And especially if you have to go on this track to get to a certain destination. As long as everything isn't set to priority 1, and he has an area to where he can get around it, he can definitely use it. So in this case, let's tell him to go to the CNC Cornersville prep plant. And in this case, he should just take right off using the siding as normal. And ta-da! And that's how I use priority markers. There's definitely probably more information out there for priority markers. However, this is the best way that I use them anyway. Pretty good horn. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. And if you guys liked it, then make sure to like, comment on what you liked about it, subscribe for more, because the next tutorial, oh, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to edit your track sounds. That way you can have custom track sounds like the ones that you hear here. Thank you again so much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you on down the line. Bye-bye!